What's going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Beast Machine's deployers. This is Mole, this is Dillo, and this is Rav. Mole, because obviously he's a mole. Dillo, Armadillo, Rav is a raven. Now these were redecoed, and they were supposed to be renamed, but I guess they never got to that point. They just kind of pumped the decos out. But this dude would have been Burrow, I believe. He would have been no. He would have been Trench. He would have been no. I think he would have been Burrow. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I had it right. He would have been Burrow. He would have been Trench, and he would have been Crow. Now, the redeco of that actually did end up being reused as Crow in the Wreckers story, the continuation of the 3H Wreckers. I believe it was Fun Pub in Wreckers Finale Part 2 that named him Crow. So that was pretty cool. I do have that. I think the only one that I don't have is would be Burrow, but I have the other two. So I'll get the third one, and then I'll kind of do another review just to show off the differences in the decos and things of that sort. They're basically like inverted colors of the three of these. So like Mole is definitely blue, Rav is blue, and Dillo is he's got red, but he's also got some blue too. It's strange. So let's go ahead and take a look at Mole first. Now these did appear in the 3H comic book Enter the Wreckers. They were the first, or that was the first book, I should say. He's got some pretty cool paint apps here, like a nice black wash here on the side, a kind of like dark gold, almost honey color there on the top, and then some more of that wash over here. This one, the spring is super tight on. It's either the spring is super tight or like this piece that's supposed to hold it in. Maybe I should go in there and tighten that screw up, or try to maybe disassemble that and get it. Maybe add something in there to get it tight. But that's what kind of keeps this like held together. And they are called deployers for a reason. They just have like these little one-step things that you do. So with him, in theory, you would do that, but you kind of got to do more with Mole. But you would just kind of twist all that around and have him basically become a tripod like that. So, and then here's some little handles you could flip up. As far as, I mean, this definitely looks like something you would use a basic class figure with. So, just gonna get a quick basic class figure, and maybe you would put Quick Strike here, kind of manning. They're weapons platforms basically. They all turn into weapons platforms, but you kind of get Quick Strike's little hands around here. Maybe some of the basics that have like molded smaller hands could probably hold on to those little handles. Let's see. I have he doesn't have. Let's see if Silverbolt can. I don't think Silverbolt would be able to, but one way or another, I mean, you could definitely make it work, make it fairly realistic here, which I think is that looks totally awkward, but I think it works honestly. So there's that. They are Wreckers. I do want to finish reviewing those 3H Wreckers. I think I got like another just kind of separate figure aside from this. So anyways, that's him. If you want to, you can see there's this little kind of gold button right here, and you press that down, and it launches this spinning saw blade, which is all translucent plastic in Beast Machine's fashion, which again, pretty cool. So the thing is, you don't really see them utilize these modes, I don't think, at least like not any that I can remember. So there's that. It's, again, man, this is it's a total bummer just how weak this connection here is. Also, if you want to, you can twist, or you can spin this right here, and it will spin his little nose. So there's that. This pops off, I guess. I don't know. I was wondering. I felt like it maybe would have done something, like possibly more. But anyways, there's that. I'm going to try to set him off to the side. I mean, even if he does like pop open, it's no big deal. So let's take a look at Dillo here, who's probably my second favorite, just because I really like the way he sort of springs into action. But you can see more of this kind of translucent plastic, although it's It's a darker color, so it's hard to see through. He's supposed to sit like this, but again, these springs are very strong. I mean, they kind of have to be to move all this stuff around. So what you would do is you would, this little tail right here, well, maybe if you just push that tail down, no, it's not going to work. So you take it and you lift up on it like that, and he just pretty much pops open. And you can lift these up, and you got some little rocket launchers here. And if you want to, I don't know if you can, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So anyways, you got some little rocket launchers, and you can see here it looks like some chain shot, like from a pirate ship, which is cool. Y'all know how much I like pirates. As far as launching it, I think there's a little trigger right here, hidden in this kind of a translucent plastic. So we're going to press that down, and okay, it's actually this round piece too will act as that trigger. So you just press down on that round piece and it'll launch this, which again I think is pretty neat. As far as getting somebody to man this one, I mean, I guess they just kind of stand back here and tell them when to shoot. I don't know, maybe they can stand up here. Again, I'm not sure. He's definitely more of a standalone weapons platform, which is something that I can get behind. So let's go ahead and fold all this back up. I think that's, yeah, there we go. So you got that going on. I assume maybe these are the little, maybe they got to be this way. I can't tell what's, I mean, these look like missiles and not so much like little claw hands, but these also look like little bitty guns and not little claw hands. So, I mean, I guess just kind of take your pick on what you want to be the beast mode look, I guess. So, get him out of the way. And finally, my favorite of the weapons platforms. This is Rav or Rave or whatever. Raven, doesn't matter. So, to deploy this one, there's a little tab right there. Well, first of all, I like this gold. Very, very reminiscent of Burning Convoy. It's not the same kind of gold, but it's just with the clear red. If they do an MP, I'd really like for it to be this kind of clear red and not that more smoky kind that we got on the original. But anyways, this little piece right here, just kind of press that down, and he just sort of unfolds, and then you can fold these little pieces out right here, and he definitely, totally becomes a super cool crossbow. And all this stuff, man, this is probably the best one, in my opinion. And then, of course, he's got 2 launchers up top, so you can launch those missiles. I don't know what it is about crossbows. I don't know if it's because of, Game of Thrones coming back pretty soon, or just, I've been watching a lot of The Last Kingdom. I always thought that was pretty neat. But, like, you can maybe have Gecko Bot here with his long arms self. Let's, I still think they could have probably remolded this slightly into a Botanica, but, you win some, you lose some. But anyways, you could have a Gecko Bot with his long arms, grabbing a hold of that. You can maybe have, let's see if we can get Quick Strike in here. Maybe he can wide stance it, he can A stance it. And, well, he's got some long arms too. This does make him kind of top heavy, but okay, yeah, so Quick Strike, no problem. And last but not least, Silverbolt here, who's got the biggest of hands. Alright, so there you go. It definitely seems like it's only Dillo that has the issue being a, like, I guess kind of piloted weapons platform. Now to get all this back, you gotta like open these wings up and like fold this piece out and then hold everything here, push it all in, get it all in there. Make sure this kind of clips over that little piece in there. Close them wings up and you're good to go. So anyways, that's the deployers. Like I said, they were very short-lived. I don't know if Glenn Howlett and the other story editors and things like that for the 3H Records comics just hated these things that much, because like they got dropped into battle, they got beat up. They got beat up at the end of the book by DEFCON, and then in the beginning of the next book, spoiler alert, they were jettisoned out into space with Sonar and Spitor to a lonely death in the deep cold of space. But they're pretty neat, and they were on the team, so they belong on my shelf, and that's just kind of how I feel about it. So Other than that, there's not much to them. They're just cool, man. If you got like a sweet looking display set up, maybe if you're working on a diorama that would be Beast Machines themed, perhaps you could definitely get you some of these and make them act as weapon platforms. I do plan on, like, these are on my record shelf, but I do plan on like getting the trench, or the burrow, I should say, since I do have trench. I'll have trench and burrow on my main Beast Machines display, which is outside of a DTOF, just for that kind of added beefed up look. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment box. I'll do what I can to answer them, and see y'all later.